someone got zoomies in the meantime. So yeah, okay, let's continue on. So in May 45, well, actually from, let's say, October 44, Germans were retreating from the former Yugoslavia, and in May 45, so now we have Kuća Dolina there and Brezarjevo brezno. So Brezarjevo brezno is like Brezar pit. Kuća Dolina is, Kuća comes from Kucal, which means hill, so hill valley, literally. But we are going here to the pit. So, in May 45, Germans started to retreat. Okay. Retreat from Slovenia. So, for example, on May the 9th, the Ljubljana was liberated, but the fighting continued until the 15th of May, when the majority of the German forces and their collaborators surrendered. And as I said, so in the middle of May, large numbers, several hundred thousand Germans and other nationals were caught by Yugoslav forces, former partisans. Lizi, tukaj morava jati. So, čakaj, I think we should go there. No, we are on the right track. There. Čakaj, Liza. So they were caught, and then they were start to ship them. Okay, yeah, here we are. Around Yugoslavia, and basically they had like national, let's go down to the info board, they had like national principle, so Slovenian, Slovenian former partisans, now members of Yugoslav forces, dealt with Slovenian collaborators, Croats with the Croats, and so forth. So, zadnja postaja nemočnih, juni 1945, the last stop of helpless, June 1945, and as you can see, Brezarjevo brezno, so basically here more than 800 victims of post-war mass executions. At the end of the May, in June 45, the bodies were transferred to Kuća Dolina location. Tukaj greva, Liza. So yeah, as I said previously, after the war in May, the second half of May, the Škofovi Zavodi, so the bishop's institution, was seized by the Yugoslav forces, and they established like a concentration camp for captured collaborators and also some Germans. And then in the end of May, this was, well, They started with mass executions around Slovenia, and in this forest, you know, they killed more than 800 people. But you know, when you kill 800 people, a lot of blood, body fluids, you know, accumulate, and because this is quite, you know, tukaj greva, Lizi, quite water-rich area, started to affect the local population. So basically, you know, what, 300 meters there is one village, there is one settlement, you know, and also, you know, all around the forest you have settlements. Tukaj greva dol, počasi. Eko. Tukaj, pridna. So, when let's say the first site where the execution was done in May 45 proved to be completely unsatisfactory, because the body fluids actually compromised the water system, you know, underground water system, you know, natural water system, wells and so streams and so forth that the local population was using. And livestock didn't want to drink the water, so they first started to realize that, you know, the cattle and so forth didn't want to drink the water. Liza, pridi prosim sem. Lizika, pridi tukaj. So, you know, you have like pits like this. And we have to go down and then up. Počasi. It's a little slippery, but okay, I will stop on this point so that I will safely get to that point, because it's a little bit slippery. Okay, we navigated the, and here we go. Liza, stoj. Počasi. Počasi. Okay, we will then do like this, because I don't want to be pulled on this, you know, wet ground, wet leaves, wet. You know, you can see, you know, like one stream that has been fueling. No, pridi, Lizi, greva. Gremo, čist naprej, ajde, pojdimo. So yeah, basically the settlements, you know, above the forest weren't affected so much as were the settlements, or let's say the pastures down, you know, in the valley. And so, you know, in the June of 45, people started to notice, you know, also the forest, you know, when they went to the forest, you know, they knew what happened here, and this caused the concern to the Yugoslav forces, which decided to rebury the bodies, slippery of the killed. Okay, we will continue shortly. Okay, we navigated the, and here we go. Liza, stoj. Počasi. Okay, we will then do like this. because I don't want to be pulled on this, you know, wet ground, wet leaves, wet. Pretty messy. You know, you can see, you know, like one stream that has been fueling. No, pridi Liza, greva. Pit, gremo, čez naprej, ajde, pojdimo. So yeah, basically the settlements, you know, above the forest weren't affected so much as were the settlements, or let's say the pastures down, you know, in the valley. And so, you know, in the June of 45, people started to notice, you know, also the forest, you know, when they went to the forest, you know, they knew what happened here, and this caused the concern to the Yugoslav forces, which decided to rebury the bodies, slippery, of the killed. Okay, we will continue shortly.